Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, and in this video we're going to talk about the new patch for Escape from Tarkov, or the fact that it hasn't come out yet. So it's a little over 2 weeks ago when we had the preliminary patch notes for this patch. Everybody got very excited because this is a huge patch for the game. It's got a number of important updates in it, there's a lot of new equipment coming in with it, there's a new map in it. So yeah, everybody's hugely excited for this. Now the preliminary notes came out, and predominantly with this game those notes come out and 2 to 3 days later the patch drops, but with this there was a week later and there was still no patch. Now I do remember seeing it was either a Facebook post or a Twitter post, I'm not 100% sure, but I did see something where they had said that they'd run into some technical issues with the update, there were some bugs that needed sorting out, so it was going to take a little bit longer to get this patch out. So everybody was thinking maybe a couple of days, something like that. So me and my friends that play the game expected this to drop maybe the beginning of this week, but so far we're now on Wednesday and we've had no update. Now I would assume that with an update of this size, obviously they're going to apply it and there are going to be some issues. I would have thought, I don't think it will all go smoothly, so you wouldn't really put a patch like this out towards the back end of the week where obviously these guys probably work like office hours, so you're not going to drop it and then everybody go home for the weekend and just leave it as a broken game. So I would think that with us in the middle of the week now, it probably won't drop this week, it may be next week. I could be entirely wrong, that's just my opinion. But yeah, we're waiting for this to drop. In the meantime, they've put out this video which gives us some highlights of some of the things that we can expect from the patch. I don't think there's any interchange gameplay in there, there's none that I noticed. Everybody wants to know what this new location looks like, but there's none of it in there. But we have had a detailed list of things that are included within the patch, and I won't go through everything within that, I'll just surmise over the top of it. But there are 15 new equipment additions, these are mainly cosmetic items, hats, clothing, things like that. There are 3 new bags that are going to be added to the game, there are 2 new tactical vests, 2 new body armor additions, 7 new helmets, 25 new weapon mods, 2 new cases, one of those is a weapons case and the other is a medicine case, and 6 new weapons going into the game. Now, out of all of these additions that are going into it, the most important one I believe is that you're going to be able to wear a cowboy hat. That's unbelievable, a cowboy hat. Now I'm guessing that the cowboy hat has 0 ballistic properties, so it isn't going to stop a headshot from a rifle at all, but I think you probably look pretty cool in it, so I'm looking forward to seeing people running around in cowboy hats. But yeah, it does bring around the question of customizing your character a little bit more. Now I know that Escape from Tarkov wants to be very much grounded in reality, but reality is only so much fun. We play these games to escape reality, so I would like to see cosmetic items used a little bit more. Now I'm not saying that you should be able to buy them or anything like that, but I think that you should be able to create your character, give it a bit more individuality, and one of the reasons I'd like that is because then it would be a lot easier to identify your teammates within this game. Now I know they want you to rely 100% on communication, giving out your location, describing where you are, but sometimes it does become very chaotic and team kills happen. Now of course, because of the nature of the game and the way it's set up, there's no penalty for team killing a friend other than the ridicule you'll then get from your friend over TeamSpeak or Discord for doing so. But I would like to see there being a little bit more individuality in the, setting up your character so that it's easier to pick your teammates out. Now I've been reading the comments section on the Escape from Tarkov Facebook page, and there are a lot of people not happy about this update so far. They're not happy that it hasn't come about yet. They're not happy that the game was tinkered with in quite a big way just before the patch came out. Now, for those that don't know, what had happened was all the vendors were opened up. Now, at the moment you have to reach a certain level with a vendor to access some of the things that they sell. So you have to do quests and things like that, and then they will open up new sections of their store for you to buy things from. But this was opened up to everybody. Now, for a few days, I can see the appeal of this. I really enjoyed being able to build just whatever weapon I wanted. I had a lot of money stored away, so I was able to buy some really good weapons. Everybody that was going into the game was going in with absolutely amazing loadouts, really good weapons, and I actually it brought a lot more enjoyment to the game for me than simply going in with a Vepr and hoping for the best. You'd had no body armor, no helmet or anything. You know, I was going in with fast MTs on and fully tricked out M4s, and I was really enjoying it. And a lot of people said, yeah, that was fine for a couple of days, you know, do that and then give us the update, wipe it, start from scratch again, but then nothing. So they've reset the vendors back to how they used to be. Although one thing I have noticed is that before you used to be able to get different amounts for things from different vendors when you sold things, but now everybody seems to give you the same price for everything, which is... it's okay. It doesn't matter what vendor you sell to now, you'll get the same price across a lot of them. So that's not too bad, I suppose. But before, you used to be able to sell dog tags to one person for a lot more than you could get them sold to another person. So there's that, I guess. The other thing that's been levelled at this game is that they've basically just messed it up before this update. And like I say, a lot of people aren't happy with what they've done. They believe that they've upset, you know, the flow of the game too much. But it's all going to be gravy at the end of the day, because the wipe will come and we'll all be back to square one. What we're all interested in to see is exactly what kind of optimization this new patch brings. Shoreland, for me and my friends, is slightly unplayable at the moment. The desync issues within that map are terrible. Now, they have put specific work into the Shoreland map. They've done specific optimization on that because they realised that it doesn't play as well as what people would like. So they're putting a lot more effort into that map. So I'm interested to see how that will work out eventually. Obviously, the new interchange map, that has been built using this modified version of Unity, which should give us overall better FPS on that. But I think that might be a slightly kind of false positive on that, because if you play something like customs, for me on my rig, customs will average around, well, it averages anything from between 40 to 70 FPS depending on where I am on the map. Sometimes it will go down as low as 25, 30, it will hang around there. You obviously get the lag dips, which take me down. Out the other day I went down to 3 FPS for a few seconds and then it shot back up to 30. But as soon as you go onto a map like Factory, bang, 120 FPS, no issues, you know. So it's definitely, it could give a false positive on interchange because it's going to be a close quarters map. I'm assuming that it's going to be a little bit along the lines of Factory, very urbanized, and I think that kind of smaller map is more suited to Unity. It works better, whereas a more open map such as Customs or Shoreline, for instance, struggle because of the, you know, just because of the size and the complexity of the map. So fingers crossed that they manage to give us at least a very well optimized map. At least they'll optimize more Shoreline and we'll get better things out of those maps. But yeah, the main question is, where is the update? It's nowhere to be found right now, so I'm guessing it will be next week now. I could be entirely wrong. Like I say, it might drop in the next few hours. It might drop by the time I've got this video on, and then this video will just be me semi-ranting about something that doesn't matter anymore, but there you go. One thing I do want to bring your attention to is, if you are a new player, I've found a website that helps massively, and it's called J James, and he basically does like a mod and a key guide for the game. So you can select a mod and it will tell you what that mod is compatible with, what it fits to. So because in Escape from Tarkov it can be quite overwhelming with the amount of numbers of mods that are in the game and what they will actually fit and what they won't fit. Sometimes the menu system within the game isn't too clear on what they will fit and won't fit. So this website helps you out. I'll put a link in the description down below for it. Check it out. It's helped me massively over the last week since I found it. I've been able to build guns that I didn't know how to build before because this guide has told me what mods will fit and which is best. And yeah, I've enjoyed using it. It's a good website. And on another note, there has been a Google Documents put out for the game. And this is an updated ammo chart. It will show you what the ammo fits. It will tell you how much it is, what its ballistic property damage it does. And it's just a little update for the different types of ammo. So if you're wondering which ammo is best to go with, this Google Documents will tell you. Now I think this is for the next patch, so it doesn't apply right now, but it will apply once the new patch is up. And that is pretty much all the news I've got for you on Escape from Tarkov. Like I say, we await with bated breath the new map coming out, or the new patch should I say. Hopefully it will drop very soon. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.